Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Trek Online, the Borg playthrough. I'm KefkaCasselstone, and I'm here with my awesome Twitch chat as we are playing through Star Trek Online, pretending to be the Borg. Now, last episode, we completed out the Cold War story arc fighting against the Breen in their invasion of Deferi space, but whispers on the horizon tell of a Borg probe that has made it onto the planet of Defera, and members of the galaxy have gathered at Deep Space Nine in order to discuss the impending threat. But it's never so simple as that, is it? Now we move on to the Lost Dominion story arc. Which I gotta find it. Yep, here we go.
The Federation is hosting a conference at Deep Space Nine. They plan to discuss what to do about the Borg. I'd greatly like to know what their plans are concerning this menace, especially since the Dominion is going to participate. A most unusual turn of events, to be certain.
Admiral Kararek, you suddenly sound an awful like Chancellor Chimpak of the Klingon Empire.
Greetings.
That's what you're supposed to sound like. Alright, it's time to go to Deep Space Nine. Now, the interesting thing about this episode, this is another one of the throwback episodes that was taking out of the rotation of the episodes, because the only way they could... It makes use of a very old version of Deep Space Nine. That no longer fits the new, more accurate to the television series version. But it is very fun, so it is worth playing. Time is short.
By now, you've faced the Borg. The Collective is appearing with more frequency in the Alpha Quadrant now, and Defera is facing repeated attacks. We've been able to push them back so far, but we can't do it forever. Not without help. Starfleet has convinced representatives from the Klingon Empire, the Cardassians, and the Deferi to meet on Deep Space Nine. We want you to be there as well.
Alright. By now, we've met the Borg. We are the Borg! Okay, second wave. Oh my god, the ancient Deep Space Nine map. Holy crap, look how large it is. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I know you're here for the conference, but Commander Andrews would like to see you in ops as soon as you have time. Enjoy your stay, sir. So yeah, this is what Deep Space Nine used to be for a very, very long time in Star Trek. In Star Trek Online. till they condensed it down and made it a bit more, much more accurate to what it looked like in the series. I almost have the completionist cape, a few things missing, but mostly BS achievements or honeydew things. Yeah. Good God, I remember this. You would go through this door to get to Quarks. Here's the Bajoran Temple. Like, it's huge in comparison. My God. Ops. Yeah, Ops has changed too. It's smaller.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to begin the conference until Captain Kurland is available. I wonder, would you be willing to track down the other attendees and inform them of the delay? I can send a junior officer, but I thought this way you'd get a chance to meet the delegates before formal talks begin. Every little bit of connection or information helps in a diplomatic situation.
I don't remember if Garrick's shop was in this version or not. It's definitely in the updated version. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I'm Commander Karen Andrews, Captain Curlin's first officer. He asked me to inform you that he's been delayed dealing with an incident in Cargo Bay 3. Also, I must remind you that you are here as our guest. I don't expect any trouble, but it never hurts to remind someone about the rules. Our peoples have had a somewhat rocky past, but that doesn't mean we can't be civil to one another. I admire the steps your people have taken in the wake of such a disaster, and I hope we can work out our differences. And this is the line that she just said. Unfortunately, we won't be able to begin the conference until Captain Curland is available. I wonder, would you be willing to track down the other attendees and inform them of the delay? I can send a junior officer, but I thought this way you'd get a chance to meet the delegates before formal talks begin. Every little bit of connection or information helps in a diplomatic situation. Alright. Talk to Captain Sean in the shipyard. I haven't talked to Captain Sean. Talk to Stas in the multipurpose room. Talk to Elim Garrick in the Replimat. And talk to Ambassador Sura in Quark's bar. Why is the Captain Sean one already done? That's weird. Oh well, one last thing I gotta do apparently. This wasn't always Garrick. What the hell? This was a random... Okay, that's... There have been changes made.
I'm looking forward to the conference. I'm sure the discussion on the Borg will be enlightening. Your government's position will be of particular interest to me. Clearly, the Borg are a major threat to the Quadrant. However, Cardassia's ability to assist in any action against them will be somewhat limited.
It's Garrick!
If you will recall, we dismantled our military after the Dominion War. We still maintain a small force, but for planetary defense only. Any Cardassian military vessels you may have seen were undoubtedly stolen by the so-called True Way. Regrettably, Starfleet has yet to put a stop to their campaign of terror, though I'm sure they're giving it their best effort.
Captain Curlin has been unavoidably detained. We will delay the start of the conference until he is ready.
I'm reminded of an associate of mine, Gul Mavek. He was stationed here during the Dominion occupation. During his time here, he developed a fondness for Bajoran distilled Kanar. Apparently, during the Cardassian occupation, the soldiers wanted their favorite libation, but there was not enough Kanar in the shipments from home. So these resourceful young officers conscripted a group of Bajorans, mostly from the religious houses, to distill Kanar for them. The Kanar from Bajor has a different color and flavor from Cardassian vintages. Purists frown on it, of course, but many Cardassians developed quite a taste for it while they were here. Needless to say, it is impossible to find it on Cardassia Prime. I was hoping to acquire some for Mavek before returning home, but I'm afraid the conference is demanding my attention. Perhaps you could be of assistance?
I'll see if I can find any. Elim Garrick, the Cardassian representative to the Borg talks at DS9, wants a bottle of Bajoran distilled Kanar. The vintage is rare and not normally available in stores. You may need to speak to multiple people at DS9 to find it. Let me do this optional quest first.
Are you looking for a hard-to-locate item? Maybe something that's a little out of the ordinary.
Do you have any Bajoran's distilled Kanar?
I heard that you were looking for something special. That happens to be my specialty. I can get you anything you need for the right price.
Thank you for your help. Well, that was easy. I know if you talk to, like, the Bajorans at the temple, they get, like, really offended.
I'm looking forward to the conference. I'm sure the discussion on the Borg will be enlightening. Your government's position will be of particular interest to me. Clearly, the Borg are a major threat to the Quad. If you will recall, we dismantled our military after the Dominion
I was able to
War.
find the Kanar
We still maintain a small
wanted.
force,
Please.
but for planetary...
I was able to find the Kanar you wanted. Please accept it as my gift to you.
may have seen. Impressive. Authentic Bajoran Kanar is hard to come by, even here. You're quite a resourceful individual. Thank you for your assistance. If at some point I can assist you in return, all you need to do is ask.
Klingon restaurant, the one with the big Klingon cook with the tiny mandolin. Yes, he's in the redone DS9. Actually, let's go down here real quick. God, this is a huge area.
I was informed you would be here. Have you come with another friendly reminder from Commander Andrews? Feel free to report back to her and let her know that I haven't eaten the furniture or scared away the Dabo players. Not yet, anyway.
The gach was to wiggle, otherwise has to wiggle, otherwise throw it out. Yeah. Commander Andrews wanted you to know that the start of the conference has been delayed.
That is troubling. My ship is waiting to return to Kronos as soon as these talks are completed. I have no wish to linger here any longer than is necessary.
I think these still work too, yeah, the exchange and all that. Because this used to be the social zone. Now it's just relegated to a mission map. Let me see if... I know it was already completed, but let me see if I can still talk to Captain Sean. Captain Sean is the current captain of the USS Enterprise as of Star Trek Online. Yeah, he's here. Stay running. Alright, fine then. Jeez, Doug. There he is.
Greetings. I'm Captain Valkel Shaw. I've heard a lot about you. It's good to finally meet. I'm glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
I am the Borg. Do you still need help on your ship?
I appreciate the offer. My crew could really use a few extra hands to get the work done. But if you need your officers to do something else, I understand. I'll talk to Commander Andrews to see if she has anyone who can help.
Duty officer assignments. Oh, I should have done him first. Install new ship components. How long does it take? 5 minutes. Install new ship components. Renew sensor logs. USS Belfast. Oh, this is when he's still captain of the Belfast. USS Belfast accumulate a lot of data while on patrol. They could use some extra help going over everything. They can detail report to Starfleet Command. Apparently I can do these. Oh, never mind. Police crew on leave. The USS Belfast crew is currently on leave aboard Deep Space Nine. Fortunately, reports from security are that some of the crew have been a bit unruly, and the station could use some help policing their actions. Okay. So we gotta wait for that to complete. If I talk to Ambassador Sura, I'll miss out on the optional. So, let's take a look around, shall we? We got a Replimat here. There's various little stores and stuff. Let's see, are any of these open? I don't think so. Yeah. Here's the clothing store. Not quite Garrick's shop, but they fixed that later. Oh yeah, this is really great. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, they have it where those little kiosks are readable in the newer version. Ever wonder what the other Deep Space Stations 1 through 8 have been up to? Deep Space K7 ended up time shunted. Oh, I didn't switch tabs fast enough. I was doing my German lesson. Oh, basically the clothing shop just looked like this. It was kind of like this, except for it had like a holographic dude in the background. It looks so much better on the new version. Garrick's shop looks better. Looks more like Garrick's shop in the redone. Yeah, it's kind of empty. Like they outdid themselves when they redid Deep Space Nine. Here's the upper area. It's just so much friggin' space. Like, it's huge. But when they first started Star Trek Online, they overdid it when it comes to the spacing of, like, the maps. But over time, they improved. It is 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's just not a lot going on. But it works better for, like, combat maps. Go to operations real quick. The thing is, this really hasn't changed much between the versions. Like, there's Cisco's baseball. You remember the old circular Earth space dock? Yeah, I do. I actually really liked the club in that version, but the new version club's pretty good too. I wish there was a way, like, you could still play through that too. Okay, the missions are completing. Okay, install new ship components. Review sensor logs was a success.
Thanks for your help. My ship is running like new again. You have an excellent crew.
Police crew on leave. Success. Alright, let's go talk to Ambassador Sura. The only thing I really... Well, it was really easy to get lost in the old circular ESD. Here's Quarks, of course. Quarks is huge!
This could be your day.
And instead of, like, the circular stairs and stuff, you just come back to these little back hallways to go up and down. Massive Quarks. To go up to the different floors. There's one more up there, too. Like, this is what us Star Trek Online players had for Quarks for years. Up off to bed. Alright, good night, Nasso. Everything's all well lit. Whee! Crunch. Can we still play Dabo? Yeah, we can still play Dabo.
Spin the wheel and win.
Oops, I seem to have dropped my massive Quarks. Oh, it's supposed to be 21. Oh, or 20. Oh well, not like I'll get the perfect Dabo. Hey, that's not too bad. 10 on black. Alright, Ambassador Sura's over here.
Hello again. I was so pleased when I heard that you would be attending the conference as well. Without your assistance, my people would have fallen to the brink. Now we are following your example and offering what assistance we can to help deal with the collective. I feel some sympathy for the Borg. Their quest for this so-called perfection has led them away from balance. But they're victims. My people. The Borg must be stopped. I look forward to hearing your ideas of what to do.
Captain Kurland has a situation he must deal with immediately. I'm sorry to tell you that the start of the conference has been delayed.
I understand. I must find something to do with my free time. I had been hoping to spend some time in one of the holosuites here.
Oh, I fucked up.
Several people have recommended them, and there is an historical holo program, the Matara Nebula, that I have been eager to play. Could you help me gain access to a holosuite? An hour or two would be more than sufficient.
Let me see what I can do. There should be a way to get a reservation for you. Ambassador Sura of the Deferi would like to visit a holosuite while he is visiting Deep Space Nine. Holosuite reservations are available from Hadron and Quarks. Okay. Will I get interrupted? I don't remember. Okay. Oops, that is not what I want to do. Oh, that's not Hadron. Oh, instead of... we were originally supposed to talk to Hadron, but now that Quark's here...
What can I get for you?
I need to reserve a holosuite for the Deferi ambassador.
Sorry, I can't help you there. All of the holosuites are booked solid for the next week. I almost have more business than I can handle. Almost. Might be time to expand. Been thinking about a franchise operation for some time now. A Quarks in every sector, a Quarks in every quadrant. The only way you're going to get a reservation for today is by traveling back in time 3 months and making one there. That was a joke, by the way. From what I hear, the Republic isn't terribly fond of time travel. Don't get me started on what Starfleet thinks about it.
What if I find someone willing to give up their reservation?
I don't have any problem with that, as long as it doesn't make any problems for me. Understand? you bring Chief Rowe or Curlin in here asking about someone shaking people down for holosuite reservations, I won't hesitate to point out any suspicious characters I know about.
Alright. It's Morn! Did you know this place sells the real deal? You could get synthahol if you want, but this stuff is great. Hey, you're just my type. Doing anything later? Do you have a reservation for the holosuites for today? Aggressive, aren't you? That's good. I like that. And I do have a holosuite reserved. I had already chosen a program, but I'm sure we can change it to something that's more fun for two. Would you like to get a drink or dinner beforehand? Or should I just meet you there? I'd like to acquire your reservation, but I don't want to share. Oh, that's a shame. I thought we really had something. The reservation isn't for sale. However, if you change your mind, I might consider letting you join me. And again, maybe not. You Romulan types usually cause more problems than you solve. Swing and a miss! Go away. I don't want any company, especially yours. What? Us suspicious? Nah, these are, accessories. Yeah. Cultural piercings. Yeah, that's all it is. Do you have a holosuite reservation for today? Who wants to know? I need a reservation. Interested in selling yours? No. Why are you still here? Go away! Jeez, rude. Hey there. May I interest you in some self-sealing stim bolts? Do you have a reservation in the holosuites? I do! I'm going to use the holosuite to help demonstrate all the wonders of quality self-sealing stim bolts to a very important potential customer. Between you and me, these things are harder to move than you might think. I need your reservation. Interested in making a deal? I need to sell my entire inventory, or my profits this month will be way off projections. That's why I reserved the holosuite. I need to make a great impression on this new customer. But if you bought all my stim bolts, then I could cancel my meeting and catch the next shuttle out of here. Do we have a deal? I don't need that many stim bolts, but I might be able to arrange a buyer for you. Deal. I'll be here till my meeting starts. If you find a buyer before my self-stealing stim bolts, before then, I'll give you my holosuite reservation. I know just who to talk to.
Sorry to trouble you again, but Captain Curlin is wrapping up the problem in the cargo bay, and we will be able to begin the talks very soon. I've notified the other attendees, but our opening speaker isn't responding to hails. Could you please track him down for me? Admiral Zavglach Trem mentioned wanting someplace quiet. You might try the upper promenade or the temple.
How can I help you? Do you have any interest in a bulk purchase of self-sealing stim bolts? I don't even know what a self-sealing stim bolt is. Are they used in agriculture? Guess not. Do you need something? I need a buyer for self-sealing stim bolts. Interested? No way! There's no money in self-sealing stim bolts these days. However, if you have a few cases of reverse ratcheting routing hyperspanners, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Yep. Yo, what's up, mage? It'll be just a moment.
Greetings. I'm Captain KefkaCasselstone. I've heard a lot about you. It's good to finally meet. I'm glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
Do you need a large quantity of self-stealing stem bolts?
How many do you have? My chief engineer has been looking for stem bolts for weeks. He wants to do some upgrades to the Belfast, and the Defiant class has always been a little touchy. Sometimes it's best to use what works, even if the technology's a little out of date.
It'd be so funny if we could see the eye laser in NPC portraits. I mean, you kind of can't. Well, yeah, that would be pretty funny.
We've made inquiries with several traders, but everyone we talked to dumped their inventories after the speculation bubble burst. Some Ferengi out there made a small fortune a few months ago cornering the stem bolt market, but now that supply is gone. I was hoping to find some here, but so far I haven't had the chance. If you know of a source, my crew could make the upgrades we need without having to find an industrial replicator.
Alright, let's go back. Hey, thank you for the hydrate, Mage.
Hands off a hologram.
The ones you talk to face, right? Did you find a buyer for my stem bolts? Yes, a ship captain wants to acquire your entire stock. That's fantastic news. I have the stem bolts sent to this. I'll have the stem bolts sent to his ship immediately. If I catch the next shuttle, I'll be home in time for my daughter's birthday. I'll tell Hadron that my holosuite reservation is yours. Thanks again.
What can I get for you?
Zara is willing to give me a holosuite reservation. Yes, Mage. I will be doing stream readers in between load screens.
Good for you. There is the small matter of the reservation transfer fee, however.
What a reservation transfer fee?
There is a minor fee associated with transferring a holosuite reservation. It's just enough to cover my administrative costs. 10,000 gold press latinum. Payable immediately.
What? That's outrageous.
Ooh, I can see you're a tough negotiator. And you do have a paid reservation. I'll make you a deal to speed things up so you can go save Captain Proton or whatever it is you need the holosuite for. 2,000 gold pressed latinum. I'm losing money here, but I'll do it for you.
Are you insane?
You're killing me here. All right. I'll give you the friends and family discount, but you owe me one, and I have every intention of collecting. 100 gold pressed latinum. Final offer. I suggest you take it.
100 gold plus platinum sounds reasonable. Here you go.
Pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy yourself. Drop by any time you're on DS9.
Hello again. I was so pleased when I heard that you would be attending the con.
I was able to get a reservation for a holosuite for you. Please enjoy yourself.
Wonderful. Most of the holotechnology on Defera is used for training or utilitarian purposes, so I don't have many chances to use a holosuite for entertainment. Thank you for your assistance. I hope you didn't go through too much trouble on my account.
Alright, now we got to find the conference speaker. Here we go.
My apologies, both to you and Commander Andrews. It's not often that I get some time to myself these days. Captain Kurland offered me the use of his office, but I came here instead for some peace and quiet. Peace. It's in far too short of supply these days.
System brain crash, shutting down, rebooting. Oh no, Bell.
I've been in Starfleet for a long time. I've seen more battles than I care to remember. But this one, there's no reasoning with the Borg. There's no chance for a non-violent solution. I only hope that we can unite before they come for us. No one is safe.
All right. Let's head back to the conference room for a cutscene. That one was super quick. Gigantic conference room. Welcome. Please take a seat for us to get started. Got stuck in a YouTube scroll. Have zero concept of time. I don't know when the last time I said anything. It's been a little bit.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so pleased that you all agreed to join us here today. As many of you are all too aware, the Borg attacks are increasing. If they are left unchecked, Starfleet predicts that the entire Alpha Quadrant could fall within 3 years. We all must work together to push these invaders out of our space and protect our homes and families.
I do not agree. My empire will stand, with or without your assistance. The Klingon Empire has never been stronger than it is right now. I dare the Borg to challenge us. Starfleet may cower in fear before a bunch of machines, but we do not.
If the Borg assimilate everyone in this quadrant,
from the Klingon
might
Empire,
Oh god, they're playing both of them.
he hopes we are all so crippled by our efforts to stop the Borg, we will be no match for a battle-hardened Klingon fleet. I do not want to be assimilated, but I don't want to be a servant to the Klingon Empire either.
Respect a fool.
The Teferi believe that all things must be in balance. We cannot counter the Borg threat if we ourselves are counter to one another. The Teferi do not wish to act against any of you. Therefore, should this meeting not reach a consensus, our best course of action is to not act at all.
Starfleet will do what it must to protect the Federation. However, if you want our assistance, you need to be willing to protect yourselves and contribute to this campaign. The Borg will be stronger if any of your civilizations are assimilated. Starfleet's hard at work developing new technology and tactics. We, at least, will be ready. And if we can't cooperate, I hope you don't suffer. And that we develop new weapons in time.
This is getting us nowhere. We came together in the spirit of cooperation. We need to find common ground.
I completely forgot that they played
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
They play both the original Cardassian ambassador's voice lines in the cutscene and Garrick's new voice lines without taking the other ones out, so it was hard to tell what the hell he was saying. And they say totally different things, too. Ambassador Stas, the Klingon Empire would be foolish to ignore this fight.
Be careful. You are dangerously close to insulting the honor of the Klingon Empire.
Without your help, every civilization represented here could fall to the Borg. That would make the Borg even stronger. Ha! Starfleet won't survive without our assistance. It is good, then, that we see the merit in fighting at your side in this instance. It would not be honorable for us to reserve our strength while others go out to fight. That is a trick worthy of, well, someone of your pointy-eared persuasion. Gotta love the attention to detail. I know, right? Ultimate gaming.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Ambassador Skyle. Ambassador Garrick, Cardassia will be weakened if your government does not participate in this accord.
Cardassia Prime is still rebuilding from the Dominion War. We've achieved a great deal, but there is still much more to do. The continued threat of the true way makes progress difficult. Simply put, Draining Cardassia's limited resources to fight the Borg will be a hard sell to the Detapa Council.
We hope to minimize casualties by working together against the Borg. This will allow Cardassia to maintain its position in the Alpha Quadrant.
There is a certain wisdom in forming a unified force here. And Cardassia has other assets to lend to the effort besides brute force. Intelligence gathering, for example. Now, I just need to convince the Detapa Council, which is far easier said than done. I might have better luck fighting a Borg cube by myself.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Captain Sean, the Federation cannot afford to give the Borg a foothold in the Alpha Quadrant.
Starfleet will do everything we can to protect the Federation and its allies. However, there are too many drains on our resources and a limited number of ships and officers. It may be simply unfeasible for us to sign on to be the protector of the entire Alpha Quadrant. Besides, we need to consider the Prime Directive. There are limits to what we can do.
My diplomacy score isn't high enough to go the diplomacy route. Thought mutual protection was one of the tenets of the Federation was founded.
Under dire circumstances, Starfleet may be forced to pull back from protecting all life to a position where we can defend only the core worlds. I hope it doesn't come to that. If it does, however, the needs of the many must outweigh the needs of the few.
The Borg are a bigger threat than any one of us can handle on our own. We need to work together.
Starfleet recognizes the Borg threaten all life in the Alpha Quadrant. We've lost too much already. We cannot lose anymore. Eventually, we'll all need to put our differences aside and unite in opposition to the Borg or anyone else who sows chaos and destruction. We'll put an end to this together.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Ambassador Sura, balance can only be preserved with the help of the Deferi.
Maintaining balance with all things must be our primary concern.
This isn't about balance. This is about stopping the Borg before they assimilate our worlds.
My world is one of those at risk, but I cannot reject balance, even to save my home and people. The universe uses conflict to restore the balance when we move too far out of equilibrium. The Borg advance, as painful as it may be, is simply another adjustment.
The Borg do not seek balance. Instead of incorporating a person into their collective, they dominate, wiping away any traces of who the person once was. This furthers the imbalance.
It is one thing to choose to swim upstream against the current. It is quite another to drain the river because it is flowing in the wrong direction. The Borg do not respect the balance. We will offer what support we can to your fight.
Let's take a quick recess to cool off. That's funny. I don't remember anyone being scheduled to fly through the wormhole today.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Dominion ships.
There's something coming out of the wormhole. Captain, it's a Dominion fleet. They're charging weapons. Red alert!
Boarding the station. Get the delegates out of here.
We have to get out of here.
Then Maul breaks out. He's still standing.
It is time to leave.
Evac Protocol Alpha. Andrews, get everyone to shuttles. Prep the Defiant for launch. Blast it. The Jem'Hadar have cut off access to ops. Karen, you'll need to coordinate the evacuation. We'll get the delegates to the docking ring, and then I'll try to join you in ops.
Alright, time to go! Time to assimilate some Jem'Hadar. Liberating locksmith. Oh, well, that's... that's not right. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Base of the Heart Enterprise, yeah. Without going to bed. Alright, Jay, have a good night, dude. Captain, we need you back on the ship. We'll hold position here as long as we can, but the Jem'Hadar fleet is approaching the station. was quick. Get ahead of bed, got solo grocery shop tomorrow. Alright, Belle, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. You have a wonderful nap. Well, nap, have a wonderful sleep. I hate grocery shopping on your own because checkout and bagging by yourself, you never feel fast enough. Where is the enemy? Oh, there they are. Oh, shit! Did it. There's a hole in the gym at our front line. Coordinating the shuttles to set a course and make their escape, but we'll need to protect him. Oops! Kinda got dicked on. Yikes. That was not the group to fight. Thank you, Borg Juggernaut 001. We are ready to assist you. Alright, good night, Belle. They really need to bring back helpers back. Yeah. We are ready to assist you. We're clear. We can assist you the rest of the way. Can I get the achievement on this character by saving them all? Let's find out. Got it! Champion Chaperone. Thank you for the help. We'll assist you the rest of the way. Nice. That is a hard achievement to get on Elite difficulty.
Captain Curland, good to know that you and the delegates are safe. Jem'Hadar have stormed the station and we're losing critical areas. The Defiant has launched and I've evacuated everyone possible, but a few of us stayed to...
Andrews? Andrews! Someone, answer me! What's going on?
Captain, my name is Loris, and I represent the Dominion. This station, and all remaining souls on it, are now under our control.
Enter Loris. Captain, there's nothing more we can do but see our guests to safely. I have been in contact with Starfleet, and they would like us to report to Bajor. Planning for a counteroffensive is underway, but for today, the station belongs to the Jem'Hadar. It is our duty to ensure that Bajor does not fall as well. Warp to Bajor. Like this arc starts off hot. We will regroup, recover, and retake what is ours. The fleet is retreating to Bajor space to protect the planet in case the Jem'Hadar decide to push their advantage. Captain Kurland is in contact with Starfleet Command, and we will be routing all available ships to this region. We defeated them once. We can do it again. Alright, we need to counterattack. I have new orders for you. We need to counterattack and retake DS9.
Of course we do. However, that is not a simple matter. Starfleet is routing all available ships here, and the Federation Council is contacting the Klingon Chancellor as well. We are also sending messages to the Gamma Quadrant in an attempt to open a dialogue with the Dominion. But we are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons. It will take time to marshal our resources and plan a counterattack. You and your ship will be part of that plan. Until we are prepared, though, we need to do whatever we can to contain the Jem'Hadar fleet at DS9 and protect Bajor. Losing DS9 is bad enough. Losing a Federation world would be unthinkable.
Vicious 85 Beams says, industrial strength bunny butter. For those extra tight spaces.
Oh no! What's up, Beans? Welcome in. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Star Trek Online, the Borg playthrough. Those of us on Twitch, we are going to be hanging around to do the final episode of the night. But for those of you who made it to the end of this video on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe below to catch more episodes of Star Trek Online or some of my other clips and highlights. And I will see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye-bye!